Marshmallow Fanboy back with another review, this time for fan takeover version of WWE Ultimate Edition Hulk Hogan. He was a Amazon exclusive. I think he was offered maybe at the beginning of 2022 and he sold out before I knew he existed. And he remained sold out for a long time, and over the holidays, back when they were having Black Friday and things like that, he just happened to come back into stock. And I made sure that he was from Amazon and not a third-party seller. And it was from Amazon. And it was discounted. On top of that, I thought, great, I would have gotten him full price. I was super excited. This was the Hulk Hogan figure. It was the first one in a long time, in a couple of years. And then they started releasing more Hulk Hogan figures. So this was probably the last Hulk Hogan figure I got. Certainly after the WrestleMania 1 version of Hulk Hogan, which I have, which I'll dig into a review at another time, but I just wanted to kind of compare and show you sort of the differences between the two. And the first one that sticks out to me is that the two bandana heads are different. But other than that, the two faces here, the bug-eyed and the sort of slight smile, are different from the yelling and the serious one. So in this case, you could probably use any of these heads on any of these bodies, which is a really nice touch. I don't think there's any... I guess the hairline goes back further on the WrestleMania 9 version of Hulk Hogan than it does on the WrestleMania 1, but I don't know if you would super notice it. The other thing is they all have the same hands. The one from here, the flat hand, has fallen down to here. I don't know if you see that. It's right down there. But other than that, he has the same 3 pairs of hands that this one has. These two both have title belts. They're both the world title belts at the time, and both have jerseys that were appropriate to the time. This one has a weight belt that he didn't have during WrestleMania 1, but WrestleMania 1, Hulk Hogan has that necklace with the cross. But I'll jump into that at another time. I've got him and Mr. T, so I'm going to open them probably together. But it's a great package. Got a great image on the side. Because it's fan takeover, they got to vote for which version of Hulk Hogan they wanted. And they wanted the WrestleMania 9 over either of the WCW versions. But we probably will get the WCW versions at some point. But it's just a really nice figure. Again, it was an Amazon exclusive. As far as I know, it's probably still there. But I'm not sure. The exclusives sort of come and go. It's hard to say. But let's take him out and let's see what we think. Okay, now that we've got the Amazon exclusive Hulk Hogan from WWE's Ultimate Edition Fan Takeover, Hulk Hogan from WrestleMania 9 in the good old yellow and reds. So first, let's hit some of his accessories. I put his shirt on. It comes with the world title. Of course, very cool, classic world title. The winged eagle title. With all the cool side plates, the globe, and World Wrestling Federation champion. Very cool. He's got 2 alternate portraits, 2 alternate heads. He's got one that's like a screaming head, and one that's kind of a neutral, serious expression. And that's very cool that it comes with the different heads. They must have come into play at different parts of the match, but he's always been very expressive in the ring, so he's probably used all those expressions. It comes with so many freaking hands. Just an incredible amount of hands. Let's count them out. 2, 4, 6, 8. So he's got 4 pairs of hands. 2 of the I'm listening to the audience hands. You know, hey, are you guys chanting hands? 2 pointer hands. In case he needs to do that thing where he hulks out and he points at you. and the crowd yells "you," which is very cool. Two fists and two sort of partially closed hands. One closed hand I've got on him, and one listening hand I've already got up on him. So let's see if I can push this forward, push all of this back. So first, let's start with, he's got the bandana. So this is obviously his look coming down to the ring. The what do you call these? The wristbands you can take off of him. You can also rotate them around so you can see the logo, the red logo on there a little bit. I'm not sure if the red logo should be up or down. I'm not real sure. He's also got a weight belt that comes off. The knee pads slide up and down a little bit, so you can position those too. So this is his, coming to the ring look, definitely, because he would have taken off the shirt before the match. So he's got Velcro, so you can have him, tear it off. He's also got that ventilated back that he always has, sort of the slits in the uniform. So let me take that off. It's easy to do. Put his arms behind his back. He's more flexible than a human being. The weight belt I will leave on, but it has the standard, just like the belts do. You just tighten them and you put the posts right through there. So let's check him out. So the heads, I tried on the different heads and I didn't get much success with movement, but he's got a little bit of down. Is that an illusion? Oh, it just pops right back up. A little bit of down, but pops right back up. He's got this joint underneath his rib cage, so he can look down a little bit. He can look up a lot using that, and he can twist at the waist. That's at the waist. The weight belt kind of covers it. I think he wears, I don't know if he wore a weight belt in the ring back then, or if he got rid of the, I see Cody Rhodes throwing the weight belt out. I don't know if anybody wrestles with a weight belt, or I don't know if that's appropriate for the ring. I'm not sure. So Hulk Hogan has butterfly joints, and let's check out his wingspan with the butterfly joints. Not great. The butterfly joints might be more for crossing his arm across his chest. No, looks like the butterfly joints don't really do much. They're just sort of there, but they don't really. I guess he can move up just a little bit. Okay, so the butterfly joints maybe not a good fit for the Hulkster. So he's got a ball joint at the shoulder. I already did the wingspan. So he's got bicep swivels. He's got double jointed elbows. And that's about all he does, but that's still really good range of motion. He has hinges in the wrists and hinges in all the extra hands. And the hands go all the way around, of course. And I already did the waist. Let's see, the legs come out to about there. There's a ball and hinge in the legs. See, there's a thigh swivel, of course. Double knees. The pad sort of drops there. Let me see if I can pull that up a little bit, or push it up, or hold on to it as I bend the leg. And I can. It doesn't really. You can kind of see the joint on either side, but I don't hate it. But it does sort of interfere with the leg bending all the way. So maybe if I go up all the way. Now still interrupts. Let's see if there's a boot swivel at the top of the boot. That's very cool. There is no hinge in the foot. There's a toe. Oh no, there is. There it is. So you can point the toe that way, and also there's a hinge on the other side, so he can put his foot up about like that, and he's got toe hinges, which is very nice. Any toe swivel? Yes, there is a swivel in the foot. I always forget what that's called. The I always kind of call it the pivot joint, but it's not a, it's a swivel. So that is Hulk Hogan from Fan Takeover Ultimate Edition, Amazon exclusive. I was super happy to get this. He was sold out forever, and I didn't want to pay $1,000 through a third-party seller for him. So when he came out, and he was appropriately priced, and I think he was on sale too, I was super excited to get him. This, like I said, it was the first Hulk Hogan that they announced for release, and then shortly after, there was a bunch of Hulk Hogans that you could buy, and it was sort of nice to not have to struggle to get this one Hulk Hogan when I could get other Hulk Hogans. But it turned out that I got all the Hulk Hogans. So it's, yeah, all the Hulk Hogans. You heard that right. So until next time, enjoy your toys.